There used to be an empire in West Africa renowned for the wealth of its rulers. It was the largest empire in West Africa that profoundly influenced the culture of the region surrounding it. In this video, we'll be taking you through the story of the Mali Empire, an empire that lasted from the 1230s to the 1600s. Hello guys, welcome back to Explore Africa with the Moria channel. The Empire of Mali was one of the largest empires in West Africa history between the 13th and 17th century. It spanned from the Atlantic coast to central parts of the Sahara Desert and was established by a king known as Sundiata, the Lion King. The development of the empire began in the capital city of Niamey, which was coincidentally also the birthplace of the empire's founder. Sundiata built a vast empire that stretched from the Atlantic coast south of the Senegal River to Goa on the east of the Middle Niger Bend. The Mali Empire covered a larger area consisting of outlying areas and small kingdoms. All these kingdoms pledged allegiance to Mali by offering annual tribute in the form of rice, millets, laces, and arrows for a longer period of time than any other West African state. What made this possible was the decentralized nature of administration throughout the state. Provinces picked their own governors via their own customs, either through election or inheritance. But governors had to be approved by the king and were subjected to his own oversight. Yet, the king managed to keep tax money and nominal control over the area without agitating his subjects into revolt. Thanks to steady tax revenue and a stable government beginning in the last quarter of the 13th century, the Mali Empire was able to project its power throughout its own extensive domain and beyond. The empire maintained a semi-professional full-time army in order to defend its borders. The entire nation was mobilized, with each clan obligated to provide a quarter of fighting-age men. Historians who lived during the height and decline of the Mali Empire consistently recorded its army at about 100,000. The empire was protected by a well-trained imperial army and benefiting from being in the middle of trade routes. Mali expanded its territory, influence, and culture over the course of 4 centuries. An abundance of gold, dust, and salt deposits helped to expand the empire's commercial assets. Mali also developed into a hub for the Islamic faith before poor leadership led to the empire's ultimate decline in power and influence. The Mali Empire had reached a height of strength during the reign of Mansa Musa I. Mansa Musa was known to be a wise and efficient ruler, and one of his greatest accomplishments was his commission of some of the greatest buildings. At the end of his tenure, he had built and funded the madrasa, which subsequently becomes one of the greatest centers of learning in the Islamic world and the greatest library in Africa at the time. The madrasa is estimated to have housed between 250,000 and 700,000 manuscripts, making it the largest library in Africa since the Great Library of Alexandria. Territorial expansion coincided with cultural advancements, particularly in architecture, and the empire flourished. Using his large army, King Musa doubled the empire's territory. This allowed the kingdom to enjoy the benefits of being at the center of trade in Africa. In 1324, King Musa undertook a pilgrimage to Mecca, during which he spent and gave away all of his gold. As a result, stories of the wealth of the Mali kingdom spread far and wide. The Mali Empire flourished because of the trade. Above all, it contained 3 immense gold mines within its borders, and the empire taxed every ounce of gold or salt that entered the borders. By the beginning of the 14th century, Mali was the source of almost half the old world's gold. Following Mansa Musa's death around 1337, the empire fell victim to declining influence around Africa. It suffered under several bad rulers with short reigns. Other trade centers developed, hurting the commercial wealth that had once so freely surrounded Mali. Poor leadership set the kingdom on a path of civil wars. The surrounding empires would conquer most of the Mali kingdom by the late 15th century, leaving little remain of the once proud Mali empire. By the 17th century, the Moroccan Empire occupied the area. Today, some believed he could have been the richest man in history. Mansa Musa inherited a kingdom that was already wealthy, but his work in expanding trade made Mali the wealthiest kingdom in Africa. His riches came from mining significant salt and gold deposits in the Mali kingdom. During this period, there was an advanced level of urban living in the major centers of Mali. By anyway, have you ever heard the story of the Mali Empire? Please share your opinion in the comment section below. That's all I have to share with you guys today. If you loved this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notification, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.